Good morning, everybody. Welcome to May on the farm. It looks like we're going to run Oliver over, but trust me, he moved out of the way. Welcome to May on the farm. We have a fair amount we need to do today. So we need to get some more cattle feed mixed. We'll get that done as soon as we're back. We are in the dump truck, and we are actually on our way to sell this because I got a notification that there is a dump trailer for sale. Speaking of, I should probably turn the lights on this thing. There we go. I got a notification from the auction that there is a dump trailer which has got almost 5 times the capacity of what this has for sale. So we are going to go sell this. We're going to just roll through that stop. Don't worry about that. Everything will be okay. There we go. So we're going to go sell this. We're going to go buy that dump trailer. And I don't know if you noticed, but there was a couple pieces of equipment sitting on the flat deck, and we are going to go get rid of those. We're going to do a little equipment shuffle today, and we're going to get into a little bit of actual farming in a little bit. We have 2 contracts today, both around the 30-34 acres kind of range. One for seeding some sorghum and one for a little bit of cultivation. This stop I will actually stop for. Alright, so I will meet you down at the dealership where I'm selling this. Or, not dealership, beg your pardon. Auction sale. And we'll see you there in a little bit. Alright, rolling in here. We'll park this on the pad. Shut her down for the boys. That right there is what we're after. So this thing will carry about 101,000 liters when we're trading in. Roughly 22,000, so big upgrade. I'll have to come back and pick this up later. But we'll just get everything sorted out here. See what they'll give me for that. We'll be right back with you. And there we go. 72 grand is what they'll give me for it. So they've already yarded it off. They're gonna go send it down to their mechanic shop, give it a once over before they turn around and sell it. I mean, it's in good condition. I bought it pretty much new, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. But procedure's procedure. So we'll get them to do up paperwork on this bad boy now. As you can see in the bottom corner, still owned by NPCs. And yeah, we'll come back, pick this thing up after we catch an Uber home. And yeah, catch up with you guys in just a few minutes. All right. And it's just a little after 9 o'clock here. Just fed Oliver. I got the truck warming up there. We're going to go head out to the dealership here. So they ended up selling the trailer to me for 66. So I made a couple grand off that, so that's okay. Surprised I only got 72 for the truck, but I guess it is what it is. One thing interesting to note, the prices on this Bobcat are pretty wonky, so I'm just going to delete it and transfer or add the money, because these things go for about 100 grand new in real life. And this thing, when I looked at it on the sell page, it's only worth 10 grand in game, so I'm going to honor realistic prices. And then I thought, you know what, that's kind of weird. So I looked up the going rate for 622, and I found a couple of them online, used with about 3,000 hours on them, going for about 35,000, 45,000. And this thing is in brand new condition here, so I'm going to honor the in-game price because I feel that's fair at, I believe it was 58 grand. So we'll keep that where it's at, and we'll up this thing because I think they want like 10 grand or something like that. So we'll make this thing disappear for, we'll call it 66,000. We'll call that even, and then yeah. I love farm sim economy. Like, where else can you buy, a 1.2, $1.3 million piece of equipment brand new off the lot for $500,000? Farm sim. So we'll keep that realistic. We'll keep things going. Lights. There we go. And once again, I'll save you guys the drive. Well, here we are. These guys say they'll give me the best price in town for this, so let's get her off the trailer. Now this was not easy to get on the trailer without that bucket tipping. Keep in mind I do have the bucket on the forks right now. There we go. All right. $46, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So there we go. A couple of more transfers there. Everything is sold off. One thing I definitely forgot to mention is I did also buy that grain trailer, or not grain trailer, auger wagon out of the used section. So this is mine. We'll get that loaded up, get that home, drop the trailer off, go pick up the new trailer. And by then, I think conditions should be okay for us to go seeding. I'll probably get out there right now. I mean, it's probably okay, but wait for it to dry up a little bit. It did just rain overnight. I am kind of thinking maybe a telehandler, maybe a wheel loader to replace the track loader, something. I got to get something that'll handle pig food because, let's be honest, stuff's kind of heavy. Yeah, I'll let the dealership handle this. They can load that thing up for me. I'll be okay. Just go inside, have a coffee, and let them handle that. Man, I tell you, I wouldn't have believed it had I not seen it myself. That was some incredible driving. They got that thing loaded up a lot faster than I thought was possible. So, we'll get this home, switch out trailers, go pick up the new trailer. And once again, I'll save you guys the drive. Yeah, that figures. Got busted for the old Jake break in town. Well, we'll wait for him to finish up his paperwork and we'll be on our way. Well, $1,200 later, we're allowed to be on our way. Now, you may be asking, why is he stopping and turning around? Well, it's because I got a bit of a dilemma here. I need something that'll pick up pig food. Because I just sold the thing that I own that'll pick up pig food. I don't know if the telehandlers are going to be strong enough to lift pig food without tipping. They might. But I know for sure the loaders will. Ooh, boy, would I like a Volvo. But that's kind of eating into the combine budget. Do I go with a Lizard? Do I go with a LeBaire? Both are excellent options. I'll have a seat in both of them and see what they look like. Oh, pretty standard. I love the swivel seat. Not sure what's going on with the pedals there. Everything in the cab looks pretty straightforward. Pop out. We'll go sit in the LeBaire here. A little bit more straightforward. Just a single brake, though. Joystick looks good. Nice big fat armrest. Nice and comfy bouncing around for a couple hours in here. Actually quite good rear visibility. That's not something that I can say from the Komatsu that I drive daily. Man, you can't see anything out the back of that. Let's take one more peek into this Lizard here and see where the rear visibility... Oh yeah, rear visibility is great out of this. Okay, so that's not really a factor. Just for shiggles, let's go sit in the Volvo here. Volvo. Again, just single brake. Lots of joysticks, not a big fan of that. I kind of like the single joystick. That's a little bit more like what I'm accustomed to. Okay, can't see anything out the back. Nice, though. Well. Heck, let's go see what they want for the LeBaire. Why not? Well, I need something. May as well have something nice. So 96K later, got me a wheel loader. We'll need some forks for it though, so I'll have to make another stop at the dealership. Oh, and I did arrange for transport, so this will be delivered to me. We'll probably see it later today, maybe. We'll see. They did say they'd shoot for end of day, but the driver is busy right now, so we'll give them the benefit of a doubt. And we'll see them when we see them, I guess. Gosh, this is a tight turn for a full semi here. Getting a little bit of wheel slip here. There we go. You probably noticed that in the bottom corner there, I did lock the diffs, and that was the difference. All right, let's get this home. I'm tired of shuffling trucks. Let's go play in the dirt. Man, they didn't tell me it was limed. The tractor is going to be all gross again. Yuck. But that's okay. We'll get her done. Definitely have to wash the tractor between this and the cultivation. But let's get out into the field. We'll get this thing unfolded. We'll get set in position here. And then I think we should be okay. right, and that is gonna solve us for this field. I'll just get this thing all winged up and ready to hit the road. I think we'll just, yeah, I think we'll just dump it in front of the pig barn again. We'll do that, switch off to the cultivator, and then we'll finish off that last contract for the day. And I think that's going to solve us for this episode once we're done that. Hopefully, my loader has showed up. And the other couple little things that I ordered from the dealership while I was out. So, meet you back at the farm. We'll get a couple things switched around. All right, and there is the field just off to our right here with a little puddle in it. We'll just take a second to stop here, because this is one of our fields off to the left here. This has got oats growing in it, looking like it's doing pretty good. And then the one just behind us here is our other field. And again, oats and looking pretty good. I think we're off to a pretty good start this year. We'll just jump down into this field. We'll get this cracked out nice and quick. And I didn't see the loader in the yard when I was up in there, but I didn't actually go into the yard, so they could have just tucked it around the corner. Here we go. We'll get this thing winged out, folded down. There we go. All right. We'll get the field loaded into the GPS here and we'll get going. Okay, this is the end of the contract. A little bit left. And there we go. All right, let's get this thing folded up. Check on our fuel here. Where are we at for fuel? About a third of a tank left. Yeah, that was a pretty good day. All right, make sure that's locked. Okay, let's go home. Also, why is my steering wheel straight up like that? There we go. Okay. Because I hopped out while I had an AI worker in it. That's why the wheel was all wonky. All right. Back on the road. Get back home. I've got confirmation that everything that I've ordered is there in the yard, ready to go. We'll race home. Get everything squared away. And, oh, that was the other thing we needed to do today. We needed to feed some cattle. That was the last thing. So get that JCB fired up. We'll get that feed mixer going. Load them up with the 7R, and that should be about it for the day. I think, because I can't think of anything else we really have to do. Sure is nice and quiet out here. I can appreciate that. All right. Nice little straight section here. We're good to go. All right. That is all put away, unhooked, ready to go. Okay. Gotta love that feeling of pulling away from an implement after a long day. You always wonder, am I going to find the tensile limit of a line or a connection that I forgot to disconnect? Because the tractor will find that for you, and it won't even tell you. So, here we are. We've got the new Liebherr wheel loader. Oh, stuck on a tire here, sorry. We've got the new Liebherr loader here. Just a little 538, just a little guy. Nothing too crazy. Did pick up a set of dollies, so that I can use this big honkin' trailer here behind a tractor, just in case that truck doesn't want to go through a field, because we've already seen it on a road once already today, where it didn't like turning off a road. So, thinking about that, we'll be able to hook that trailer up to this dolly, and then pull it with, well, any of the tractors. I mean, this old beast here, the big turtle, we'll pull it all day and won't even complain. So, figured that would be a smart option. And then, of course, we had to go with a set of pallet forks for the loader. So, very excited for that. Cattle are probably still hungry, so let's go get some bales going. Ooh. I took the 7R away from there so that I could move the grain cart. There we go. Also, I have my loader hooked up to a joystick now, so that's all joystick. I don't have the farm stick, but I do have obviously a joystick. I do a lot of flight sim stuff, so I figured I'd just get that going and rolling, and so far so good. All right, we're gonna stop this here and get this thing cooking. I haven't done anything since I bought it, so glad she sparks up. I didn't get skunked at the auction with a dead tractor. All right, I think we're good to go here. Kick the PTO. Where is the PTO in this thing? bet you that's it right there. Sure sounds like it. All right. Yeah. That thing is chuffing along. Open up some bales here, because I don't want to feed my cows plastic. Too bad you can't take the net off too. That would just be an extra level of immersion that I think we could all appreciate. And let's see how far we can throw bales today. Yep. See, I think it's just this bale grab. But I'm not entirely sure. Now, one other thing, eagle-eyed among you might have spotted there's an extra weight on the bottom of this tractor. I did pick up the belly weight for this not long ago. Oh, this is hard to do. I'm using the rudder twist function for the actual grapple here, and my wrist is in a brace right now, so this is not the easiest thing in the world. I can move the joystick back and forth, but it's the twist that's getting me here. There we go. Mixing just straight silage right now. Come on. Get off of there. There we go. Now, for those of you wondering, I do have Farm Sim 25 on order. And I am just waiting for it to unlock. Now, unfortunately, I go back to work at 5 a.m. the day that it releases, so... depending on how chipper I'm feeling after that, I might do a live stream. First impressions on 25... First time firing up new save kind of thing. Please don't explode. It seems to be the hay bales that explode. But no, this has worked out quite nicely so far. Only had one bale explosion. There we go. Alright, we'll park this. You notice that just immediately changed texture up in there too. Let's go hop into the JCB and we'll see what our mix ratio is. It should be a 3-2-1 in order to get TMR. Let's see here. We have TMR. Alright. We'll open the fence here. We'll go feed some cattle. I should actually walk in there with a couple of straw bales on the front of this thing too. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Probably just back up. Swing the mixer out of the way. Open that grapple up and we'll grab a couple of straw bales here. Grab these two on the front. Hopefully they don't explode on me. Oh. Alright, I need to be third person, I think. Or maybe this bucket can't grab bales. Nope. This bucket cannot grab bales. Well, that's no good. Guess I'll have to still come in with the 7R then. I mean, it's a nice bucket. It's got a nice high tip on it. But if it doesn't do the thing that I need it to do, why would I have it? Oliver, what are you doing in the cow pasture? Oh, and for the record, Oliver has done a wonderful job in keeping out the other predators in the yard. I haven't had a coyote or a fox on the trail cam for over a week now. So he is definitely putting in some work out here. So he is a good boy, and we will definitely treat him well. Let's see, where were we? We were getting some straw bales. We were getting some straw bales for real this time. Oop. Oh, yeah. There it went. And I have a little bit of joystick drift on the twist. So that's probably not helping anything either. I'm sure you guys probably seen it slowly close there for a second. It's an old Logitech X56, and it's gotta be, oh man, what is it, 2024? I picked this thing up, I think, in 2019. So it's due for a replacement. There we go. Oh, of course I did close the gate behind me. Okay. I got a cattle fence, or a cattle gate there anyway, so I don't know why I'm so worried about them getting out. Cattle aren't exactly like horses. They're not constantly excited. Yeah. Well, you know what? It worked. It worked. We'll leave that as it is. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so worried about them getting out. I mean, like, there is a cattle gate here. All right, let's put some tractors away here. I'm gonna have this thing in the shop for a bit. I'm gonna go through it with a fine-tooth comb, probably repaint the bucket. You know, just freshen it up a little bit, because the loader's nice, but the bucket's not. Got some cans of spray paint in there, so see if we can't get a close enough color to the Liebherr gray, or Liebherr, however you guys want to say it. Oh, you're parked. We got you parked up. Park this thing kind of in the middle. And park the loader by the workbench there. There you go. No equipment in front of it. Oh, it's just like being at work all of a sudden. Gross. All right, and then of course I got to find a place for all of this stuff here. And I did also forget I have a bale spike here, so I'll probably just throw that onto the front of the JCB. Might lick it with a coat of paint. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna do it for us today. Spent a bunch of money, got a bunch of money. Should probably collect on those contracts before I forget. Collect. Collect. There we go. 18.5 and 28.5, so not so bad today. That paid for a little bit of the expenses. Got rid of some equipment we're never going to use. Got some equipment that we're definitely going to use. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. And let me know down in the comments, guys, what do you want? Do you want an S7 or an X9? I'm good either way. They're both excellent combines. But we're definitely going to stick with deer. Because, well, I mean, I have to at this point. I'm invested. I got a real deep green streak in my blood here. So, yeah, let me know. S7, X9. And we will see you guys next time. Okay, I'll be right there. Okay, guys, we thought we were ending the episode here. We are not. One of the local farmers has had an incident in his field. The co-op was spreading some fertilizer. Oh, yeah, you can see it from here. And that little three-wheeled unit, that case, has gone over. So we're going to head down there. We're going to check it out, see what we can do. They're going to work on recovering the vehicle. However, they've asked us to see if we can clean up the spill for them. It's just solid fertilizer, so it shouldn't be anything too critical. How do we get in here? Looks like this is the entrance. Now, the driver's fine. He's quite badly shaken, but the rollover protective structure, ROPS, cab, if you will, it's done a real good job of keeping him safe. So, you can see they've got the big wrecker out here. Yeah, I'm not going to get in between those two. Yeah, this turned into a bit of a show for him. I'm sure that was a good pucker. Doesn't actually look like it went over onto the cab. It looks like it just slid down on its side. So I think he got lucky with that. Definitely they pulled out all the stops for him here. Okay. Let me find out who's in charge here. We'll get a game plan going. Alright, so after talking with the officer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the semi-truck down here. We're going to drive into this field. Their truck hasn't had any issues with it, so I don't think mine will. We'll get the new dry box hooked up, or dump bed, whatever you want to call it. We'll get that hooked up, we'll get it brought down. Let's bring up the HUD here so that I have an aim marker. We'll get it set up kind of along here, and then I'll bring the loader over, and we'll start scooping and dumping, and then we'll drop this fertilizer back off at the co-op. And while we're out doing that, they're going to take the driver off to the hospital. He's just going to get checked out. It says he's okay, but well, it doesn't look like he was wearing a seatbelt. So they're just going to give him some x-rays, make sure he's okay. And in the meantime, they're probably going to get this thing righted. And if it starts, they're going to get it onto a flat deck. So, because it's also, it's spilt a lot of fluids out while it's upside down. So let's get going. We'll let them keep going on what they're doing. Sounds like they got that under control, and we're just on a little bit of cleanup here, just because we're closer and cheaper. So thankful that dude is okay. Doesn't look like he's got any broken bones or anything, but definitely got a concussion or a good head bonk going. So it took me a while to walk back. I was helping them out with a few things hooking up. And it looks to me like they got it dragged up the hill. And I think they're probably still just waiting for the flat deck. Because there's no way that wrecker can tow it. Yeah, no, it looks like they're busy waiting. So we'll get this scooped up nice and quick while they're waiting, and firefighters can stand by and watch me clean up somebody else's mess. Ooh, this thing does not like to slow down like I was expecting it to. That was almost sketchy. Alright, let's see how well I can work this thing with a bum hand. I guess it's good practice for work, right? And let's also hope that I can reach over the tops of this thing, because that's that's a raised side there. Now the nice thing is that with Farm Sim, I know I'm going to get a full bucket every time. And I'm not going to be pushing a pile around. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I push peat moss around for a good chunk of the day. And, oh, that was the wrong pedal. And you can never get a full scoop when you have less than pretty much 3 scoops left on the ground. Unless you really get a running start at it. Bear with me here. I need to turn traction control off. There we go. Which is something you can realistically do from inside the cab. Did I get that a little bit? I think I did. Alright, well I made quick work of that. It was only 18,000 liters, I think he said. Which I don't know the conversion on that to how many yards, but more than enough for more than enough. Alright, run over to the truck, see what it says. And we show less than 18,000. Okay, so we must have used a little bit on the way through. Let's see here. Let's get the tarp up. Alright, so the truck's ready to go. I'm gonna shut the loader down. Get this out of here, and hopefully by the time we're done and back, they've got that flat deck here, and they've got that loaded up and on its way out. Hopefully. And also hopefully I can make it up this hill. It's not much of a load, but trailer doesn't exactly have drive. Yeah, we're good, we're good. We got this. That was the toughest part. Okay. Okay. Good luck to you guys, and we'll go get rid of this fertilizer. I'm sure it's probably pretty well trash right now because it's full of dirt, stones, and grass. But we'll see what they can do with it. And I will not blow the Jake brake in town again. Alright, so we've been instructed to tip behind the shed here. We're going to do exactly that. Then we're going to run back and see if they need any more help. Feels silly, but that's where they wanted it. Alright, let's rip back to the farm. Alright, everything has been put away. I get to pop the creek again. And it looks like everybody has gone home, except for the cops. I wonder if they're just wanting to chat with me a little bit and make sure that I'm okay. Yeah. That's it. That was fun. I guess I'll go up the hill and talk to them nice and quick here. Boy, we sure beat down a road through this field. I hope the YouTube compression doesn't hurt that too bad, but you can definitely see a difference in texture where all the stalks have been stomped. Oh well. I don't think he has the choice of being no-till this year. And I hope this bank comes back. Anyway, we'll chat real quick. Alright. There he goes. Okay. So we are good. We're free. Just caught up with the officer there. The driver is okay. which is actually pretty good because that's, I mean, you can see how tall that bank is. It's a pretty steep fall. So he got banged up pretty bad because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so lesson to all of y'all, wear your seatbelts. And outside of that, concussion, lots of scrapes and bruises, nothing broken, a couple sprains. I think he sprained both of his wrists and dislocated his shoulder or something like that, but he'll be okay. In the meantime, I'm going to trundle this wobbly beast all the way home. And we're going to end this video for real this time. So if you like this video and you stuck around to the end, why not give me a subscribe? Definitely helps the channel, helps me out, helps you out, because now you get to see more of this great content. And don't forget to like the video. As always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.